quilty friends, I'm Belle from Seam Sew Me. In this video, I'm going to talk with you a little bit about the classes, as well as the lecture and the specialized services I offer to quilt guilds. I'm glad you're here. First off, I am a quilt pattern designer and I love quilting. I focus particularly on confident beginner patterns that even advanced quilters enjoy making, and I believe that people of all ages, any background, can learn to quilt. I teach and lead with my two values of understanding and compassion in my classes, my workshops, one-on-one coaching as well. So that's really important for you to know about me. I like to see people succeed and I love for them to feel supported. So that's how I lead with my teaching. Let's talk now a little bit about the classes that I offer. One thing you should know is that with a couple of my patterns, you get the pattern as part of the class. The first class is my quilt journal cover pattern. And this is super fun. It's a 3-hour class that I can teach virtually or in person at your guild. You get the pattern and you'll learn how to make a quilt journal cover out of scraps, orphan blocks, or you can even use whole pieces of fabric. I teach you how to make that size or a custom size for any Bible, workbook, book that you may have, and again, using beautiful scraps. These I saved from a quilt that I made and it is my favorite. So that is the first class that I teach. You'll get the pattern along with that. The second class I teach is based off of my River Glen quilt pattern, and you get this pattern as well in the class. You will learn how to make the easy cathedral window using a modern easy method, not the old envelope method. So don't be scared. I actually am teaching this class 3 times this year at national conventions because it's so popular, and I would love to teach it to your guild. In this class, it can be a 3 or a 6-hour class, depending on what you make, but we will learn how to make the pillow, or if you prefer, a wall hanging. The pattern actually comes with 3 different sizes. You can make a quilt, the table runner, the pillow, or the wall hanging, and it is really fun. It's a great way to use your scraps, and I think it's just a lovely block. The third class that I teach, virtually or in person, it's a 3-hour class, and it is Beginner English Paper Piecing, also called EPP. I have kits available for those that don't have any of the supplies for English paper piecing, or I can tell you what you need to get started, and we will stitch together some lovely hexagons and possibly even the jewel petal. So those are the 3 classes that I teach. Now let's talk a little bit about the classes and the training that I provide to Quilt Guild boards of directors. This is very much a passion of mine. After working for numerous years in the nonprofit sector, in other industries, and working with boards of directors, I'm all about Quilt Guilds thriving. Any nonprofit for that matter that helps serve the community, I want it to thrive. So I expanded my Seam Sew Me business to also specialize in providing leadership, governance, consulting, and education for Quilt Guild boards of directors. So I have a 1-hour lecture called Building Healthy Quilt Guilds. It's really an overview of some of the pillars that are needed within a guild, particularly modeled by the board of directors for it to thrive and be healthy. From there, I can specialize in specialized trainings based on an assessment that I do with your guild board of directors. Some of those specialized training topics include roles and responsibilities for new board members coming on board, or a refresher for those of you that may have been around for a while. Strategic planning, succession planning, managing conflict, which unfortunately happens in guilds more than I would like to say. We want to gain new members. We don't want to lose them. So that's really important. I also train on the area of healthy board leadership and also diversity and inclusion, also called psychological safety, so that everyone feels welcome, free to learn, free to contribute, and even free to challenge the status quo when there's new ideas or a new direction that we may need to go within our guild. With that said, I'm so passionate about helping guilds. Be on the lookout this summer, 2023, for my new podcast, the Quilt Guild Podcast. And it's all about hearing heartwarming stories of how guilds like yours are contributing and helping the community, as well as talking about some challenging areas and me offering some solutions that can help your guild grow. That gives you an overview of the things that I can offer, from classes to workshops to specialized training. And I would love to work with you in your guild, either virtually or in person. So if you're interested, visit my website, www.seamsewme.com, click on the Consulting/Training tab, and then you'll see the list of everything that I've described today. Click on Contact Me and send me an email and see how we can get you scheduled for one of these classes, one of these lectures, or some deep work with your guild. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, quilty friends, Make lovely things.